Welcome to Old Faithful. I'm your host, Matt Trask. As always, they like it when I say these country things. It is hotter than a $2 pistol outside. It is so hot outside today. You're going to watch this later, but oh my goodness, so hot. My thanks to Haggerty's Music Works. Can't remember how to do my own show. My thanks to the incomparable Johnny Hastings. As always, please visit Haggerty's Music Works. They're the nation's largest independent tailor retailer, as we all know. And we have a tailor on the show today. No Black Hills Blend coffee. Quite obviously, wash your hands. Wear your mask if you think that's important. So, my guest today, and I'm going to, because I've heard it pronounced two ways now from good friends of yours. How do you pronounce your last name, sir?
Bradt.
Kevin Bradt.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
It is my extreme pleasure to have you, Kevin Bradt,
Pleasure to be here.
on the show. I'll throw another countryism in. Straight from the horse's mouth. It's Kevin Bradt.
Kevin Bradt.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us about you?
All right. Well, lived here in Rapid City for about 10 years now.
Okay.
Work masonry. Been playing in bands since I got here. It's kind of why I moved up here. And I play with Camp Comfort now. Yeah. Johnny Hastings, in the band with him.
Right. You are in the band Camp Comfort. Number one, we finally have somebody competing with me in the Sunglass Game.
Yeah.
Well done, buddy.
Can't do an interview with that.
And number two, where did you come from?
I moved up here from Nebraska.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where at in Nebraska?
It's a little town, Hemingford.
Hemingford, Nebraska.
Yes, sir.
All right. I did not know that. I've known him for some time now, but I did not know you were from Hemingford.
Yeah.
That's cool. When did you start playing guitar?
I was probably about 13.
Okay.
My grandpa and my mother were in a band my whole childhood, so I kind of grew up around it, and every weekend I traveled with the band and just kind of slept backstage, you know. So I've been around it pretty much my whole life.
Really?
Yeah, started my own bands probably about 15, 16.
Sure. So your grandpa and your mother, so it was your mother and her dad.
Yep.
And they were in a band. So that was two. There was probably two more, I would imagine.
Yep.
Did your mother play?
She did. She played bass.
She played bass, and
A
what did your
little bit
grandpa
of
play?
keys. He played lead guitar.
Okay.
So he's the vocalist also.
And what kind of, I'm guessing Hemingford, Nebraska, I can make a pretty good guess, but I'll ask, what kind of a band was it, Kevin?
It was country.
It was a country
Yes,
band.
Yeah, so I got my first taste of the stage. I was a little cowboy when I was a kid. And I'd get up and sing "You Are My Sunshine." I was about 7 years old or something, you know.
That's a good old cowboy song right there.
Yep.
We might have to, next time I come see you with Camp Comfort, we might have to bust out "You Are My Sunshine"
I might have to.
for the cowboys in the audience.
Yeah.
So you started playing. Did you ever sit in with the band on guitar?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe later on when I probably 14, I might have done a few. But
Okay, but you started your own little bands.
Yep. Yeah, I started doing rock bands, rock cover bands in high school.
Did you get any traction, or was it mostly stay in the garage?
Well, we did shows best we could. There wasn't much of a scene around here, you know.
Because it was Hemingford, Nebraska.
Yeah. No, but there's the surrounding towns had a few bands, so we'd always do our best to throw shows, you know.
Sure.
We did all right for what we had to work with.
What was your first guitar then?
My first one was actually a airliner. I can't remember. It was an old vintage airliner.
Oh, wow.
It was really short. I can't remember what year it was, but
Right.
it was old.
So was that electric or acoustic?
It was, yeah.
It was electric. So what was your first amp then?
I think I had whatever my grandfather had. I didn't know that. Never bought one. Not real sure.
Some guitarists are like this, and we love them every bit as much as the gear.
Yeah, not much into the gear. I don't know them. I just know it's fun to play.
Plug the one end into the other and turn it on and go.
Yep.
Were there any pedals in between?
Yeah, I had a few distortion grunge pedals.
Right.
But
so you were in a house with probably more instruments than guitar. Did you pick anything else up and attempt it or become professional?
I played bass for a while. That's kind of when I moved up here for a metal band. I played bass in that for about 4 years.
Oh,
But I didn't really know what I was doing. I just knew, had fun. But other than that, I mean, my first instrument was a violin when I was 6. Played that for a couple years. Other than that, it's pretty much guitar.
I see.
Yeah.
So, why don't we go ahead and talk about this very scratched up and awesome looking Taylor that you have in your hands?
Yeah. I picked this up probably about 7 years ago. I was playing a show up at Saloon 10. I had a Ibanez that my grandfather gave me, and it got stepped on, so the input jack busted off. I had to have a guitar for that night's show, so I just came in and talked to Johnny here and walked out with my first Taylor. So it's this 114, made in Mexico. Obviously seen some playing time.
Well, let's talk about that because now I have questions. You bought this 6 years ago, roughly.
Roughly, yeah.
Was it brand new when you bought it?
It was.
And you are the only owner.
Yes, sir.
In 6 years, you have put all that wear on there.
Yeah.
You have spent some time playing that guitar, son.
I haven't been the nicest to it.
Well,
The first week I had it, middle of the night, I was in the middle in a field playing it in a rainstorm, so I haven't really treated it.
those are the kind of stories we come to Old Faithful for right there. But still, rain doesn't do that wear on the top.
Yeah. I get a little...
That comes from picking.
Yep.
Rather aggressively, admittedly.
Yep.
Tell us about the stickers that you put on it.
Oh, there's all sorts of them. A couple buddy bands. This is me and Johnny's first band together, Front Nasty.
Okay.
One of my buddy's bands from Minnesota. A couple Lost Cabin Beer, my favorite brewery.
Sure. Maybe we won't show the one
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the back.
Got a few autographs on there.
Okay, yeah. Who's it autographed
Just
by?
my friends.
Okay, all right. We take my word for it. Can't show the back of the guitar. Some of us are like that, and I ain't no angel myself. Have you had any repairs playing it in rainstorms and picking it so hard?
No, I haven't actually.
This
thing's a trooper.
Just a
pretty
good,
solid, yeah.
faithful warhorse. And nobody stepped on it and bent the input jack.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not
I
yet.
shouldn't jinx
It's all the same original parts so far.
Wow. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Has it gotten better sounding with age? Have you noticed
I think
that?
so.
Or?
I think it has really. Sounds definitely hasn't got worse.
So you are, as we mentioned, you're in the band Camp Comfort.
Yeah.
You're most of the time the co-rhythm guitarist.
Yep.
Sometimes you're the principal rhythm guitarist when your bandmate Nevada Ellison provides that hot ukulele sound that all the kids are after.
Yeah.
Was it kind of a transition joining that band, or was it pretty easy?
It was pretty easy. When they asked me to start, I thought I was just kind of a fill-in guy.
Sure.
For the bar shows, 4-hour gigs. I thought I was just kind of the cover guy, and then eventually found out they kind of wanted me to stick around. So now we're part of the writing process and doing some more of the original stuff and
You're
getting parts.
You're at least in performance a co-singer. Have you sang lead on any albums?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay. The man you're about to hear hopefully has a booming voice. It's like a cannon. You're also, and our playing levels are all different, but our looks are important, and you have become as known for your style of dress. You kind of look like you organized the Vikings tailgate party.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And several of you like to perform barefoot on stage.
Oh, you have to.
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah, has that ever caused any problems?
No.
No?
Not at all.
It's gone well.
Yeah.
Barefoot?
Some people kind of frown upon it, think it's gross, but...
Well, people will think things.
Yeah.
But nobody's, stepped on anybody's toes or anything.
Nope.
There haven't been any rusty nails on stage?
Nope.
No.
No broken toes, nothing like that.
Well, so have you written any of the songs?
Well, I've been, like I said, kind of co-write.
Okay.
With the newer stuff. I don't have any solo originals yet.
Okay.
I wrote some songs back in high school, but I can't remember. A couple cover songs, you know. But, no, as of now, I'm just kind of co-writing with Nevada and Johnny. And
Sure. One thing I forgot, you mentioned sitting in very briefly as a child with your mother and your grandpa, and you mentioned being in a rock band in high school, or several, and then being in a heavy metal band here in Rapid. I guess I didn't ask about that, but more importantly to me, when the guy stepped on your Ibanez and you were playing in Deadwood, what kind of music were you doing then?
It's kind of the same, just a little bit of like kind of everything for like surrounding bar, scenes.
Good.
So classic rock, some country, some 90s.
Whatever packs a
alternative.
man.
Yeah, whatever people want to hear. Pretty much try to think of whatever
Right.
people are going to request and try
Right.
to learn those songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of mixture of everything.
Cool. Well, do you have a backup guitar?
This actually turned into my backup guitar.
Oh, it
sorta.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
my wife bought me a brand new Taylor, so.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad I asked that question. We might have to have him back on with the brand new,
Yeah.
but I'm loving this one.
Yeah.
So you take this to gigs?
I do,
quite
yeah.
obviously, and it's
We call it the third set guitar. 'Cause play the nice one in the beginning, and then if I have too many beers, I can play this
Rainstorm in the Cornfield.
Yeah,
guitar.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you, now that you have a new one, do you find that you prefer the sound of this one?
one. I actually do.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes my wife mad, but I'm still trying to tune in on that one, get my EQ right on. But no, I'm definitely used to this one.
Right. A word to your wife, Cassie, right?
Casey.
Casey, okay. We love new guitars and they sound great. Just, he's not wrong. Sorry. Does this, and I should probably stop asking questions here. Does this one play better as well?
No, the other one plays really nice.
Okay.
It's just I haven't really figured out the sound on it, how I want it yet. But
Sure. Remember my sponsorship with Trask Hay LLC. Large, round, and square bales. They're going to get a few rolled up. 515-0858. In honor of his days in country bands, Tyler Childers says, change your strings. I don't think I've used Tyler Childers yet. Are you ready, Mr. Kevin Bradt?
well, since you mentioned Tyler Childers, I suppose I'll play with his.
All right.
Early in the morning when the sun does rise, laying in bed with bloodshot eyes, late in the evening when the sun sinks low, that's about the time my rooster crows. I got women up and down the street, keep me going and my engine clean. Run me ragged, but I don't fret. There ain't been one sold me down none yet. Get me drinking that moonshine, get me high in the grocery bed, take my troubles to the high wall. Don't make me let them get your fill. We've been sniffing that cocaine, ain't nothing better when the wind cuts cold. Lord, it's mighty hard living, damn good feeling to run these roads. It's a damn good feeling to run these roads.
Woo! How about that right there? That was a good episode.